Hi there, welcome back to my channel. I'm Anna and we are still working on the ring-bound Christmas journal. And today I thought we would make a few more pages as well as work on the cover. The cover needs end papers and I think I want to put some eyelets in. And I also want to make a few pages to put in the pile of pages we have here. Right now we have 26 pages, which makes it 52 something front and back. But I want to add a few more because more space is needed in it, I think, or more pages. So should we start with, we should start with the pages. I just decided. So we're gonna move that Christmas 2025 to the side and make a few pages. I have added to my little pile. As you can see, I found one of the index cards, one of these, but this one hasn't been dyed and I don't mind that. So we're gonna add this as a page, but I think it's it's just a white page, right? So we're gonna have to cut it down a bit because it's a tiny bit too wide, and then we want to decorate it somehow. And I was also thinking about maybe adding one of these as a flip. That could be a fun way to decorate, right? Because in my normal journals that's not ring bound, I always have flips. And lots of them, flips and flops and tippings and whatnot. Let's see, maybe we can erase that little mark up there. Yeah. So we're gonna start by making holes, and this is nice thick cardstock, not thick but lightweight cardstock. And I don't think I'm gonna need any reinforcers on this. So we're just going to make a mark where we want our holes to go. Then we're gonna take the crocodile and make them. There we go. Now let's see, did I want, maybe I could make that into a flip. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Just add some washi tape or something down here. Could use this one, it's really pretty. Yeah, let's do it. Let's make a flip. Just to add some interest to the page. And then I can stamp something. If I do that quite far down, I could stamp something up here. Just to make it even more interesting. And as usual, when I use washi tape, I run it over a glue stick first, because I do not want it to, I'm not trusting the glue 100%. That's actually really pretty with the gold line there. I'm gonna put one on the other side as well, just to be sure. Super sure. There we go. We have made a page with a little flip, and I'm gonna make a stamp up here. I have this, is it 25? Maybe I should put a 25 up there in red. Let's make it in red. Tulip red from VersaFine Clair. let's make it one here. And we also managed to sample my arm. Since I put my arm in the stamp pad, I have a red spot on my arm. So I have to get that away. Okay. Clean the stamp a bit. Put that to the side. I like that. That's just a basic, simple page. And where do we want it? How about here? And you got lots of journaling space there. Good one. That's one more page. I'm just gonna make a small note so I don't have to count the pages again. At least 3 more. Yeah, I have this. This is wrapping paper. I believe it's from last year's Christmas gifts. And I thought that's just a really good size, isn't it? So I was thinking maybe I should just make a page out of it. And why not? And also I want to have a pocket in this one, because we don't have many pockets in this journal. There we go. And this is a bit more flimsy. Could add the, we already have a bag. That could be a tip in. Or I could use this to make a pocket. That will stabilize it a bit, and then you can journal on the back. Yes, let's do that. This is from Prima Marketing, I believe, paper. I'm just going to make it a little bit shorter. And I want to make a notch. So I'm gonna get my circle punch, eyeballing the center and cutting up. Oh. That is actually quite cute. I love it, golden red and green in Christmas journals. And then you can just tuck something in here, like a little postcard or whatever. Yeah, that's simple, but let's make it. Let's just glue it down. So it's Sunday, it's raining here today. So, which I actually like, because then I can sit inside and craft and enjoy myself without having any bad conscience over it. Watching my neighbors being in their gardens fixing for fall and winter kind of makes me, yeah, I get a bit of a bad conscience. I'm no garden person. I love being out in the garden, but gardening is not my favorite. I prefer this. Isn't that cute? Yeah, I think so. Holes. We need some holes on this one. Oops. Making the marks. And cutting with the crocodile. And this one will need hole reinforcers. If you don't see what I do when I stretch my arm, I'm putting all the scraps in here in my little bowl to collect them so it doesn't accidentally fall on the floor. Really nice. So hole reinforcers for this. I said yesterday that I could do some in green and red. Let me get the Distress ink. Let's see, I am just standing up behind the... Here I have some. Could do Jurassic Wilderness and Fire Brick. That would be good. Move this side. I'm gonna use that glue paper underneath, and I think I have some brushes. This one is pink, purple or blue. I have green. Let's do pink and red together then. Okay, we have some green. And let's do some red. Or maybe they will be red-green if I make them next to each other. Really Christmassy. There we go. So let's use some red on this one. There could be more red. They're quite pale, but never mind. So that's a page. Let's see if we can add it into here somewhere. I'm just checking where the pockets are. There's one. Two. Let's put it here, almost all the way to the back. Okay. Yeah, one more page. Let's do this. This is a Tim Holtz paper snippet thingy, and I thought I would add a pocket here, and I wanted to use this. This is one of the frames that come in the snippet packs, and this is one of his found relatives. And first I thought I would just make a pocket like this and maybe some acetate and then put this in behind. Then I thought, why not glue her in permanently and then make the whole thing a pocket? It's like spots. So that's what I want to do. I'm just going to check how much of her I want to see. About there maybe. So I'm gonna cut this piece off down here because he's too tall. Okay. That's good. A pretty little pocket there. Okay, so I'm gonna glue her down by putting the glue on this one. Having some paper towel next to me is just in case it oozes out the glue. That is really pretty. Yeah, I think that is actually a really good one. Love this. And then I can make this into a tuck spot, gluing here and here. I think that is a really fun one. Fun page. Lots of things going on. So, yeah. How are you guys doing today? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. We did the turn back the time this night so that we gained 1 hour. Corrected the daylight savings. So that is always nice, sleeping 1 more hour. There you go. Holes then. I did a boo-boo with this one the other day. I was going to make holes in the Hannah journal. She is finished, by the way, now. Almost. I have to fix the boo-boo. I was making a hole with my crocodile and I accidentally got a paper in here. So I got a hole in a paper and I have to find something to cover that up with on both sides. So luckily it was just one paper. But yeah, this one I won't set any reinforcements on either because it's also cardstock quality. So let's see where we can put it. Here's one pocket. There's an envelope. Let's put it here. Oh, that's good. I'll make a mark again. Pages. Let's make one more before we move on to the cover. And I have this. This is a scrap of Tim Holtz wallpaper. Lots of Tim Holtz in this. Sorry about that. And I want to make that into a page, but I also want to decorate it a bit. So I am going to make a mark where to cut it, because this is too wide, as you can see. Then we will move on. Okay. Let's make the holes first here. So it's Sunday today, which means I have to prepare for the next week, and it also means that my family is coming home from their varied places they have been this weekend. Oh, I love that. I saw those the paper dolls, winter paper dolls, and I really like them. So I'm not just going to add them there, but I also want to add something else. I thought I would add some lace or something to the side. No, that's the wrong red. Nope. Okay, what else do I have? Look through my stash of things here. Maybe something white. Oh, I could use this. Look here. I have this tiny rickrack. It's not very big, but it's white. And how about adding that to the edge? That could be quite fun, right? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So let's have some blue paper. Okay, things are falling down. I'm having a craft lunch, and I'm gonna have to clean my desk. Things are falling over. What do I want to use for glue? Let's try the Art Glitter glue, because one side at least is paper. I have never seen this tiny rickrack before. I found it thrifting a while back, probably last year, but I never used it. And rickrack is a pretty page edge, I think. Oh, I want it to stick out a little bit. Stick out the side of the page, like so. Let's snip it. I think that's really cute. Isn't that cute? Yeah, let's add the Timmy girls as well. They could be there. Then we have one decorated side, and you can journal on the back, because the wallpaper samples are blank on the back. That's good. Cute. So we'll have both Tim Holtz ephemera in this journal, and we also have some genuine vintage ephemera, antique ephemera. We have all kind of variations, and I think that's quite cute to do that. Let's see if we can add a hole reinforcer. These are bigger than the holes, but better them than nothing. Yeah. So where do we want that one? We have some decorated pages in this journal already. That's fun. We have the thing that's missing now, I think, is writing space. So I might add some more tea-dye paper or something. There we go. Now we have the pages. Let's do the, oh, this can be in a pocket, and this can be in a pocket. This I want to add somehow. Ooh. Could wrap it around that and make it a tip. I will see. And then I found this. This is a genuine vintage postcard, Christmas card. And I was thinking maybe I should add that as well. So these are things still waiting to maybe go into the journal. But now I want to add some end papers, which I have here somewhere. Here they are. And then I want to put in some eyelets to reinforce the cover a bit. Let's get the rings out. Oh, and I did a small collage. Just 2 pieces, but I think it's cute. I might add something else. You know, I love doing that. And here I have the end papers. Normal 6x6 with some holly on it, I think. And these will go quite well with the book. So I think I'm just going to cut them and glue them down. What about there, I think. I was thinking maybe I want a pocket. Do I want a pocket? That will be really pretty. Yeah. if I want to sew on a pocket, I will have to do it before I glue them down. But I haven't done any sewing in this journal, so no sewing. This is a fun project, and I have added fun things, but I don't want to overdo it either, because it's a small journal and I don't want it to feel cramped. And I wasn't planning on using glue stick, I just realized. I was planning on using something else. I was planning on using bookbinder's glue, but now it's too late. So we'll see if this sticks. Because I normally use bookbinder's glue when I do my end papers, just to make sure 100% that they really stick. So now I have to use my little tool and scrape harder. Yeah, that looks okay. So I am going to use the crocodile again, just to make sure we have the holes through the other paper as well. Okay, and I'm gonna do the front too before I add the eyelets. I like that, really cute. The good thing with this is it's not directional, so I can't put it in upside down. So I think that when I have done this, I am going to go have some lunch, and then I will add a few more writing pages, and next time you'll see this, because I probably will do some decorating as well, you will see a flip through, I think, because I don't want to show everything on camera. I have some small ideas that I want to add into it. The glue stick and art glitter glue worked really well here, so I am gonna do it again. This is not my normal process. Trying to line it up. There we go. Sorry for all the banging. Let's add holes to the and papers as well. There we go. And yes, let's do eyelets. Just because it's these will be turned very many times with the, what's it called? The rings. So they will be torn a bit, I think. Let's do that. These will be really nice in color. They're vintage antique goldish. Let's add a washer on the back, and then we'll see if we can base and top. There we go. Let's see how it looks. Oh no. Oh. How do I get that out? That did not turn out really well. Or did it? Yeah. Have to be more careful. If anyone has any idea how to take out an eyelet in a book cover, please let me know down below. Because I think I smashed it. Let's see. That one turned out perfect. Whew. Gotta see if the ring fits. No, that won't work. That will work perfectly, but I have to take that out. Well, as I said, let me know down below if you have any ideas on how to get that eyelet out without damaging the book. I'll have something to pry with, I guess. Yeah, please help me. Because I don't want to have gone through all this trouble and not being able to use it. This is such a pretty little book. As I said, I am going to continue to put in a few writing pages and maybe the postcard as well. And the next time you will see this, unless it's fixing the boo-boo I made, it will be a flip through. Thank you all so much for being with me today through good and bad crafting. And let me know down below if you have any other ideas or wishes, what would happen. I will be back soon with another video. I'm gonna film a thrift haul this afternoon, I think. But now I am off to have some lunch. Have a great Sunday, everyone. Bye.